Hi everybody, I hope you are enjoying the podcasts. I wonder, has anybody gone and borrowed a book from the library or has bought it to read for themselves? Let me know please in the reactions. I was just checking whether the video was going. Yes, it is going. Well, today on the 24th of August, we're going on to chapter 26. And there's 45 chapters altogether, and here we go. The river is part of it. I know it, even if I say the words. I know how ridiculous it sounds. How, Fiona and Rue say together. How anything at this point, I say, cracking my knuckles nervously. It's the common thread, isn't it? All our dreams, strange phenomena, where Lily was last seen alive. It all revolves around the river. It's the common denominator. We are in Deasy's now. That's the shop, the tarot shop or a new age shop. We are in Deasy's now. The three of us gather around a single large chips and a pot of curry sauce. Lily and I used to come here on Saturdays, taking one of the dinner booths, piling salt on the table and making patterns with our fingertips. The Australian fish, the water, the frog spawn. Fiona ticks off her fingers. Something is happening in here. In there. There's something Sylvia said. I say slowly. Sylvia's the lady from the shop. Something about the physical world and the emotional world being more closely linked than people think. Go on. Look, I say, grabbing the salt and pepper shakers. This, I hold up the salt shaker. This is the emotional suffering. Say being forced to leave your family. They peer at me and then look at each other. Salt is emotional suffering. Maeve, Rue says patiently, sure. And this, I hold the pepper shaker, this is the physical landmark. Say, the Kilbeck River. Okay. I turn both upside down and the salt and pepper pull in one shot together, creating an ashy mountain on the table. Don't you see? I say after a few moments of silence. Fiona chews the end of her hair, trying desperately to understand. The pepper is the river, you say. Jesus Christ, how is it that people who get as good marks as you two can be so dense? It's flippin' metaphor. Rue doesn't get metaphors because he's Protestant. Wow, harsh. I feel like you're both missing the point, I say huffily. Sorry, Maeve, what's the point? The Beg is this place where thousands of people experience the most traumatic moments of their lives. You know, it's where thousands of people were forced to immigrate and say goodbye to their families forever, I explain. And Rue it's where I saw your traumatic memory. He nods and Fiona looks confused, but says nothing. If the spiritual world is the thing that makes up the gap between the physical and the emotional, then I think the river is where that world begins. I think it's a door or a key or both. I don't know. I'm suddenly very embarrassed, but I press on. And Lily? I think Lily is in the world. I think she's trapped in there. Maybe the housekeeper took her there. Fiona casts a glance at me, raising her eyebrows in a very in a we are still playing the game, are we? Expression. Rue just nods, urging me to go on, because she was sad and mad at me, and I think maybe the housekeeper couldn't kill you for her. Now, this sounds really strange, but somebody's stuttering, repeating the words here. I'll reread this. Because she was sad and mad at me, and I think maybe the housekeeper couldn't kill you for her, Fiona says brightly. Right, she couldn't finish the job she came to do. Another silence. So the housekeeper couldn't kill Lily, she couldn't finish the job, and then there is another silence. 2 pink spots form in Rue's cheek, and how does that work then? And how are we getting her back? He believes me. He thinks my theory is right. A wave of confidence surges through me. I open my school bag and slam my new book in front of him and me. With this, Fiona takes a look at it. Made up name, she repeats. We start looking through the Beginner's Guide to Self-Spellcraft by Alwyn Prare Felton until it is time for us to go home. Rue walks me to the end of my driveway. It's lucky your family is so rich and have a long driveway, he says. It means I can kiss you without the prying eyes of the gentry. He kisses me in the soft space below my ear, and a shiver runs down my spine. Wait, I say slightly breathless. I'm not rich. Maeve, come on. And suddenly we are fighting. Rue keeps trying to get me to admit that my parents are wealthy, pointing at the size of our house, and I keep getting defensive by telling him that I have a bigger family than he does. He screws up his face a bit, as if only rich people can afford to have 5 kids. Neither of us want to have this fight, but neither of us can seem to find a way out either. Come on, he says. You have to have noticed that there's a difference between me and you, between you and Fee. Me and Fee are at the same school. She's on scholarship, and so am I. For a second, I hate him. I know he's just trying to get me to admit to having money, but he's going at it by pushing on my weakest, sorest spots. Sore spots the sore spots that he doesn't know are there because ultimately Rue and I still don't know each other very well. If Lily were around, she would let him know. She would get it. Lily wasn't on scholarship, I say, and then correct myself. Isn't it? I mean, no, but Mum and Dad thought she would need more attention and that she would get it in a school like Bernie's. Oh, that's Bernadette's. Also, they wanted her to be with you. Oh, great. Load the guilt on. I'm not trying to make you guilty. I'm just telling you. Rue and Fiona worked hard to get into private school. And here's me, the rich idiot, whose parents had to buy her way in, the way they didn't have to with any of their other children. Abby, Gillian, Pat, Joe, all went to non-fee paying schools and all got over 500 points in their leaving certificate. It was only me, the person who got 33% on her entrance exam, who was gently pushed into a private education. He's here with you, Maeve, not Fiona. He fancies you, not Fiona. A dark voice emerges from the pit of my stomach. Would he still fancy you if he knew that you wished Lily would disappear, Maeve? That is really... He doesn't know that she's wished him away. She's trying to keep it a secret. So... Hey, I say, do you have time for a quick tarot reading? Huh? You want to read my tarot now? I don't know. I thought we could read them together to see what's going on with this river stuff. The water turning warm, all that. Sure, he says suspiciously. We have, after all, been talking about this all afternoon. Let's find somewhere quiet. There's a bit of green near my house where boys play football. On warm evenings we trudge through it. Snow crunching underneath our feet. I don't say anything as we walk, holding his hand firmly and in silence. We find a bit of wild hedgerow that has a space you can crouch under. I tried my first cigarette here. Lily and I found a box on the bus and took them into the bush to examine them. We decided they weren't worth the hassle. Rue and I settle underneath the bush, crouching in the dirt. Cozy, he says, still confused. Okay, I say, taking out my cards. I feel the familiar stomach-churning pull as I pull them over to him. But the nausea of the cards doesn't even compare to the crunching anxiety that Rue might leave me for Fiona. That I will be on the outside again, looking in. I hear a faint rustle as Rue shuffles, and at the corner of my vision, I'm certain I see a sweep of white linen dragging in the dirt. Oh God, she's not here again, is she? I blink hard. It's just a bit of toilet paper trapped in the undergrowth. He shuffles and splits the cards. All right. Do you want to pick them together, or do you pick the first? My head starts beating with nausea again, but now I know what to expect. I breathe, counting my breath in like Fiona taught me. I try to control it. If I can get in his head again, I can know for sure whether he likes me. He picks one. 3 of cups. 3 women dancing together with cups in the air. That looks like a nice one, he says vaguely. It is nice. It's all about friendship and unity. Then why do you look so worried? I'm not. Do you want to pick the next one? He asks gently. I pick and leave it face down on the earth. Another lurch in my stomach. Keep it together, Maeve. Keep it together, she says to herself. I guess. I'll turn it over then. Rue touches the card, and the world falls away. Yellow and red spots dot across my vision, and I can feel my body fall away from me. It is happening again. It's happening again. Ladies, meet the housekeeper card. Keeper, meet the house ladies card. Hades. Meet the louse keeper card. So I don't know whether this is spelled wrongly, but I think it's the housekeeper, not the lousekeeper. I open my eyes, but I'm not in Rue's head. I'm in my own. I'm in St. Bernadette's, in the toilets, the same toilets where Fiona and I sit on the exposed pipe for warmth. Lily is there. Lily is crying. Lily is crying and yelling at me, and people are watching. Make them stop watching. It is 13 months ago, and it is the day before Christmas break. We have had this term no less than 3 talks about groups, peers pressure, and the danger of not mixing with one another. We are known as the clique year. I gather that some girls have felt excluded or terrorized by the rigid hierarchies of St. Bernadette's. There are the blonde, spruty girls who play hockey and go to the rugby matches of their older boyfriends, right up at the top. Then the rich girls who go to New York on the holidays and come back with brown bags that say "Little Brown Bag" on them. Beneath the rich girls are the party girls who get drunk a lot and are always betraying one another. And beneath the party girls are the mid-leagues. That's where Michelle and Naya come in. Nice middle-class girls who get invited to most things and do pretty well in school, prone to occupational spots but never acne. This is the crowd I am. 13 months ago, so desperate trying to join. Everything below that is not worth considering. The nerdy girls have an authority of their own. What with their perfect French plates and bright features, or plaits, but I'll never be one of them. There are a few arty girls on the fringes who view St. Bernadette's as a thing to survive, so they can resume their real lives. This is how I thought of Fiona until she decided, for some reason, to be my friend. But right now, 13 months ago, she means almost nothing to me. I don't have the confidence or the ingenuity to have a rich life outside of school. It is Michelle and Naya or nothing. I need a clique to click to survive. I can feel myself telling Rue this as he sits in my head like a moviegoer who the usher is continuously interrupting with his flashlight. The teachers have instructed us to branch out, and a secret Santa has been arranged. The teachers insist that the pairings are random, but it's immediately clear to everyone that this is meant to be a bonding exercise, pairing high with low, party girls with nerds, rich shallow girls with Fiona types, in the hopes that their depth of character will rub off onto them. I have Tanya Burke. She's getting a lip gloss set from Boots. Easy. Lily has Michelle. From the moment they are paired, I'm in a state of constant anxiety. I want to protect Lily from Michelle. Equally, I want to protect Michelle from Lily. Why are you so frightened? She's talking to herself in this. Why are you so frightened? It's just a bloody Christmas present. In retrospect, I know that Lily is just trying to make an effort. She knows that I'm trying to become proper friends with Michelle. She wants to show Michelle that even though they are different, they are still capable of getting on. It's easy to see Lily's good intentions in an introspect, but in the moment, watching Michelle unwrap her secret Santa gift, all I could feel was horror at the invisible line Lily was stepping over. Rue can see this. Rue is watching. What is this? Nothing. Get out. Stop. Why is Lily crying? Lily, acknowledging Michelle's fondness for looking at herself, has made Michelle a portrait. She has made Michelle a steampunk vision, her shoulder a giant cob for her school uniform transformed into a Victorian lady's gown with buttons up to the collar and down the sleeves. It is an incredible drawing, one of her best, illustrated with her special watercolors. What's best is that I'm under the €10 budget, she says cheerily, announcing it to the class. The frame is from Diesel, or Deals, and it was only €2. I don't say anything. I know Michelle thinks the portrait is weird. Thanks, Lily, she says. It's really, Michelle quirky puts the portrait away, and Lily's face flickers slightly in disappointment. She shrugs it off. She has held up her side of the bargain. She has done the secret Santa. Why on earth did you want to be friends with these goals? I don't know, Rue. I don't know. At lunchtime, Lily comes back to the class to find the picture back on her desk with a word I had once heard someone throw at Joe written on it. Well, Lily says quietly, I don't think they mean a river dike, do they? But she keeps her cool. She keeps it together. It isn't until home time, when she walks into the toilets and finds them emptying her school bag into the sink, that the penny really drops. Why are they doing this? Lily screams at me. Why do you want to be friends with these bitches? The white hot rage. I'm so bad at containing bubbles up in me again. I'm so sick of her shadowing me, so sick of her destroying my chances to legitimate friendship with girls who could actually do something to improve my miserable, unhappy school life. I'm sick of being on the bottom. Rung on the bottom rung, with Lily. This time for hints is over. I need to send a message loud and clear. Maeve, no. I'm sorry, Rory. I'm sorry. Michelle and Nia are watching me, waiting for a response. There's no use in saying they are not bitches. They are. The only thing left to do is become one of them. And in one fluid motion, I turn on the faucet. Lily watches, her mouth gaping in shock. The contents of her entire school bag, her watercolor pencils, her books, her stripy little scarf and hat, are being slowly drenched in cold water. She doesn't move a muscle. Even I know I've gone too far, further than it is possible to find your way back from. I have drenched a lifetime of committed friendship in a school sink. Sorry, I say lamely, and push past her, linking arms with Naya and Michelle. As I move, she stays in the toilets, watching silently as the water spills over the rim of the sink and onto the floor. Now she can be your now she can be your downfall, or she can be your start. Ladies, meet the housekeeper card. Something changes then, like a wave, washing away, a drawing in the sand. 15-year-old Lily slowly dissolves, and Lily at 16 comes to replace her. This is more recent memory, much, much more recent. We are at St. Bernadette's again. A crowd of girls gather around us. The tarot cards are spread in front of us. Lily's eyes fill with tears as she stares forlornly at the housekeeper. Oh no, oh no, oh no! Is this it? Is this the reading? Tell me, Maeve. I'm not too much of a baby to know I don't know what it means. Fiona is next to me making soothing noises, trying to defuse the situation, but it's useless. No one watching wants this moment to end. It's the ultimate in mid-afternoon entertainment. Two ex-best friends spitting venom at each other over the stupid card game. This is so like you. This is you, Maeve. Lily, stop. I genuinely don't know what it means, okay? You'll do anything for a bit of attention, won't you, Maeve? But then, when all the eyes are on you, you've got nothing to back it up with. I can't believe we were ever friends, Lily says. You are not a good friend, Maeve. Oh God, it's coming, it's coming. Rue, I'm sorry. I wish I had never been friends with you, I reply with bared teeth. Lily, I wish you would just disappear. I feel for Rue in my head, searching for his presence. Where are you? Talk to me, please. I open my eyes and I'm back in the hedge, my hair caked in dirt. I look around, groping for a hand to help me up, but there's none. Rue is gone. I scramble out just in time to catch the back of him, crossing the football pitch, and eventually he disappears. Ooh, I wonder what's going to happen next. That will be in chapter 27. I'll see you next time. Take care.